My name's Steve Brostowitz, a teacher at transitional kindergarten, and first grade. Today I'm going to talk to you about some creative center games you can play with your kindergartners. Now, what I found is that if you take games the kids really like in their everyday lives and can put a little twist on them to make them educational, you have yourself a winner. For instance, one thing we teach the kids how to play is Jenga. Now, with Jenga, first of all, it's a great fine motor activity, which we know that little 5- and 6-year-olds are developing. But the thing with Jenga is you have 54 pieces. Now, you can put anything on those 54 pieces, and while they're playing Jenga, they have to do something with what's written on the piece. So 54 pieces, there's your first 54 sight words they have to memorize. Or you could put 54 different CVC, that's consonant, vowel, consonant words like cat or dog. And when they pull their piece, before they put it on top, as happens in Jenga, they have to read that word or tell you what that number is or do the math equation or whatever it is you want to put on there. So that either means you buy a bunch of different sets of Jenga, which is possible because, of course, you want to go to garage sales and go online and buy things cheaply when you're a kindergarten teacher, or you can just change them as you go through the year. So I like to just put little pieces of tape on there. It's a little more setup, but then I only have to use one set of Jenga, at least until I buy another game. The other game we like to turn into an educational game is something that's already educational. It's in itself, Chutes and Ladders. Chutes and Ladders is perfect for kindergarten because you have to get to the 100th space. It's a math game, and if you've never played with a young child, you might be surprised to see that a lot of them have trouble once they spin a 5 or a 6 actually counting out 5 spaces. So that might be the skill you're working on that particular day. About halfway through the year, if you played enough, all of them get the one-to-one correspondence of I spun a 6, now I'm going to count 6 spaces. Once you get that down and the kids know how you move through the board and what you do when you get to a chute or ladder, then you can make it a little more challenging. The students soon learn that after they spin, after they count, once they get to that final spot, I'm putting up a flashcard that they have to read or solve the math equation, whatever it is I want to do. And if they want to stay on that spot, they have to read that word correctly or do that math equation correctly. If not, they're back to the other spot they just came from. So I make it a little bit more challenging, but students quickly adapt to that new rule I create. So I embed yet another skill or two into the game while they're playing it. Kids are having fun and learning. You can't beat that. This has been Steve Brostowitz telling you some creative educational games you can do at centers with your kindergartners. I'll see you next time.